Entity and ESEA.
We're back in business. North versus Mouse to go next after seeing Hellraisers pick up a 2-0 versus none other than Na'Vi. They're going to be reeling at the bottom of the table. We're going to time to find out, though, as it's kind of top versus bottom as well. mousesports are hugging Na'Vi at the bottom of the table. North 3 from the top. We will be talking more about that in just a moment. But first of all, I've got a lot of fun. Myself, Yenko, and Chad have asked a question to you guys over on the ESL Twitter, and we're going to be doing the Pro League mailbag. Chad, you are the master of the iPad. This is where we asked a question regarding how the outlook has changed for the guys on Twitter.
I'd like to be referred to as Postman Pat.
Postman
for these
Pat.
Segments. So yeah, like you said, with ESL 1 New York just being behind us, how has your outlook on the after Pro League? How's it shaping up? You know, what are we thinking? We have a question here from Lamau Phantom.
Lamau Phantom, my G.
Yeah, and he has said, FaZe win another title. Okay, so that's not really a thought because that obviously happened. But
here comes the thought.
We're getting with him. Liquid that close to winning the finals. What I mean by that is beating the best teams but FaZe, and Guardian winning his second trophy, which is a secondary ESL 1 New York.
Yeah.
Right? So that's pretty cool, Guardian winning back-to-back. You know, we don't often see that, especially with any team, and him doing it as an individual on 2 different rosters, the Na'Vi and FaZe. That's pretty cool. But the biggest talking point from this is Liquid, right? And I was saying at the event that I think that Liquid is probably the best North American team, or this iteration, the way that they're playing Counter-Strike is the best I've ever seen a North American team play. Yeah. We had the summer runs of Cloud9. We had Cloud9 last year where they beat SK in the Pro League Finals. Obviously, there was a few issues with SK at that event, the whole FNX drama. And it just, that was just automatic, and Stewie kind of carrying them through that victory, in my opinion anyway.
In many.
Yeah, and I think that this Liquid team is the whole package. We saw like a really good performance out of JDM. He looked really good in the semis. Obviously, everybody dropped off towards the finals, but you've now got Elige. He was playing more as a closer position, which is a development in his play style. And Twists played on a big stage, and he was still a star. So those are the 3 big talking points for me anyway from this Liquid roster.
No, that sounds fair. I think the Liquid story is one that we'll be reviewing, you know, especially coming offline finals, those big events. Liquid bringing in the best North American Counter-Strike we've seen in Global Offensive is a discussion to be had. Sounds like the game's on its way though, Yenko, but you can just chip in quickly on Liquid if you're interested.
I think it was even like at last Pro League finals where I pointed out Liquid and saying that they are the team to look out for because they have all the pieces and they were playing a very good brand of Counter-Strike fundamentally, right? And when you see that with time, it's only going to get better. And it seems like right now they've hit their peak. Also, the change of in-game leader from Stanislav to Nitro seem to be working so far. I mean, they beat SK in a best-of-3 back-to-back. I'm not sure how many teams can actually say that they have done that, barring like Fnatic early 2016.
It's true. I mean, they're doing things that no other North American team has done, and they're, of course, soaring to the top of the North American table. We won't be talking about that now, though, because we are going into another European affair. It's North who are taking on none other than mousesports. Now, Chad, eyes on you. mousesports, Mykonos, flash in the pan after they completely disappeared at E-League?
We're going to see a lot of this, I think, you know, teams with the new rosters being a bit streaky early on because it's very hard to tell what they do when they're still finding their feet. So this is a very early stage of the year, well, of the second part of the year where teams are still new. And when you're new, you can do all these different things. You can get away with it, you're not getting counted. They obviously had a really good tournament. And that grand final, the best of 5 against Liquid, was very back and forth, right? It wasn't a close final in the sense of, it obviously went to the distance, but each map was decisive, right? And I think that's a problem because you're not really getting tested. You're kind of just winning your map or you're winning convincingly. They've had some poor performances since coming back from that event, though. And I think LMBT tweeted that their first prac day was yesterday since all this traveling. So they haven't really had the time to settle down and work on new things. They definitely, once again, it's another team with a lot of pieces which can definitely go in the right direction. But they seem to me more focused on being a team as opposed to being individual stars.
I think that's something that's very interesting about mousesports is the fact that you've got now Chris J leading them of all the candidates. You've also got the fact that you've got Oscar, who was a player who was, you know, profoundly known for being a player that struggled to work in a team, struggled to go to offline events and all of that package, and he's come back, put the jersey back on again, and he looks rejuvenated, Yenko. He looks like a brand new player.
Yeah, he's definitely the player with the highest impact on the team, to an extent because he's the AWPer as well, so he does have a tool to decide many of those rounds, but I mean, when you look back at Mykonos, he had a monster of a performance. So I think for them, I agree with Chad, they're looking more to be a team than a group of individuals. So whether it's, you know, talking to Chris J with the old lineup, he was saying, yes, I'm the in-game leader, but everyone's giving a lot of input. Everyone's really helping me a lot. So it's not like I have to micromanage everything. LMBT also helps me. So I don't know if it's a matter of maybe Sunny and Stickle talk less in comparison to Dennis and Lowell, you know, something that makes him focus more on leading the team, or it's just a matter of, you know, figuring out the positions, figuring out the roles, getting everyone comfortable in the new lineup, in the new system. But the fact is, ever since Mykonos, they haven't won a single match.
An absence of, you know, you say stars, there is still that Sunny factor I'd love to explore further, but not just yet, because the game is about to begin. Quick thoughts then. Cobblestone first map. We haven't spoken about the Danes. Was this not MSL's playground for a while, Chad?
Strong suit of Norths. They like to hit that B bomb side on the T side. I think Valde locking down B long is a lot stronger than what they had in the past with Magic's Boy. I think they should be pretty convincing on this map.
Okay, convincing Cobble.
Lion beats the mouse.
The lion beats the mouse. Oof. A little parable there from Yango to get us ready for this one. All warmed up. I'm not sure if we are ready to get the casters in. I'm not sure if Hank the Tank is standing by with Sado kissed.
To be frank.
To be frank.
Whack it on Woolcast. Put it on Woolcast. Let's do it. Here, is it us? Are we on?
It's actually Sado kissed from the Red Mist.
What is going on?
I don't know. This is... I'm glad they just cut them off. I was sick of them anyway.
It's the first day back. It's a little bit wonky, but it's
I'm not even
good.
in Germany anymore. Where am I?
I don't know.
They put me on a plane blindfolded and told me to just not say a word until I got here.
Well, Chris J, he's got a CZ in the pistol round. I'm liking that. And an HE grenade as well. It will be North versus mousesports. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this one. Cobble, I do favour North quite heavily on this one. But as we get into it, we'll see whether they can get rolling here. As we've got a boost towards drop down, that will be Rops, one of the strongest up-and-comers we've got in CSGO right now. Well, as we build into it. 3 players towards long A for the North side. They do like to split the bomb sides here. They've still got 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs to work with. AZ and Cajun B trying to show presence towards B side of the map. Cajun B drops first.
Config down below with the Glock. Rhymes with shock. I know that's what you were thinking, Henry. As MSL will back off. Sunny, this is the first time I'm going to see the new mousesports line. I'm glad you picked up on that one eventually. And I'm excited for it, having won a tournament finally. First time I've seen Chris J win probably in my entire career, and he jumped into a pool. I think they won one of the Crayfield there, the Acer, Predator, Babam events.
Yeah.
And that means it's their first premier win that I've seen. That said, Volda, Config going to group up. AZ going to go out with MSL toward long. It's Oscar that's been patiently waiting at the top of the ramp the entire time, with Sunny down beside the entry point from mid-door.
Here we go, then the final approach from North. 5-on-4 situation, but Sunny can't get anything done there. It's down to Wasco, who has been tremendous for mousesports recently, looking to continue that form now on the A side. Gets one, can't find a second. Oh, but Robs helps him out. And now it looks like mousesports could run away with this situation. Still, time will tell, and there it is, the final kill for Oscar. Not the prettiest execution, I have to say, from North. Normally a lot more cleaner than that, I would say, but still, it will be mousesports picking up the first round. And we didn't really get much of a chance to kind of build this one up, but I do feel like North are the much stronger team. Generally, mousesports have had some very good success in Mykonos, for example. That was fantastic. But still, I don't see them replicating that sort of form. That was a bit of a weird event in many different aspects. But they did do a very good job. They won a best-of-5 out against Liquid in the grand final. In a team, in an event where we had SK and Gambit there, you know?
That is true. Yeah, I mean, it was rather remarkable to see those two teams in the final, but then obviously Liquid replicated some of that success in getting to a second straight final for them, unfortunately 0-2, but doing so in New York. New York. Alicia Keys?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, me too. I like when they mix it with the Bacon Pancake song from Adventure Time.
Okay.
It's a good mashup. I think that's a beauty.
Wow. We have got a man advantage for North here with the force buy. All 5 players getting stuck in as well. And interesting enough, Chris J just with a CZ, so this is looking a little bit problematic. Config's down to 5 HP, but he found the initial kill. AZ looking to shut down any sort of approach from the B side, but Chris J sneaks past him, but doesn't check. Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
So he still gets past. Oh no, he doesn't. AZ did spot him.
I like how AZ just walks over quietly. He's like, oh, no, you don't. And they've all turned. They've all faced him down.
Yeah. That's CS is such a fun game for those kind of little intricacies there. That any
It's fun for us when we see it. It's
Yeah.
got to be even more fun for them when they don't.
Just like the millisecond timing, they can come into it and just decide the fate of a round. Chris J slips by there. He can find 2 kills.
There's probably so many times when some of these players, like someone will send them the clip or they watch back the game and they go, really? I walked right by that guy?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many times that you wouldn't even know until it's too late. AZ gets a follow-up kill, a follow-up frag for North to make it 4-2 in the round. And 2-0 on the scoreboard as Sunny and Rops are going to have to concede. So, or sorry, excuse me, 2-0 I say wrong, 1-1, because this will be a pullback on an eco. A force buy at that, but a good win for North to pick up early.
Not too bad at all. Famous is trying to be saved here for the mousesports side. Looks like they'll do it successfully. It's Sunny and Rops. The newer additions to mousesports trying to, I guess Sticko's up there as well, but still trying to hold on to their weaponry. So Famous over the hands, but it will be North surviving with 4 as well. So a very good job by North there. After finding the opening pick, that was Cajun, or Config I should say. And this is the play from the upper B platform. They just walked right by each other, but AZ, even you can see Krista even checks that, doesn't spot him, and AZ just about gets a pixel as he walked through the B halls there. Quite exciting play. Could have been a different story altogether, Krista, I guess, by undetected. A little bit unlucky in that sense. A force buy coming through from mousesports, of course, saving 2 Famouses. They've still got a strong chance of winning this, up against only 1 AK and a B attack from what I can see. Not an execution maybe straight away. Occasion B does get towards the corner. They do like a B execution this side, and they have got all the utility to work with here. Here's the first smoke. Flashbang coming in as well. Occasion trying to open things up with the Famous. Spots one of the steps. Got a Molotov out, then follow that up with the shot, but Sticko holds strong and manages to push him back.
Hold strong, but MSL waits below the drop. Sticko looking to go back aggressive with the P250 at the Molotov extinguished. They'll throw additional in his position. He's got to run over, transition back, turn, waiting for a flash. Flash that never came. AZ able to take him down as Chris J and Rob step up. It's still going to be North to hold the line, but only just as Sunny gets a contribution on the board. Bit cloudy on Cobblestone. One of the only map with clouds in the sky. Still behind the rock, can't tap far enough to find Config, who has an AK-47 penetrating through the trees, able to put the shot down. That's successful, but at Oscar, clever smoke, because a smoke already in to allow the bomb to transfer. He puts one closer, which means that he can get inside of it. Knowing that they haven't crossed over, he knows exactly where they should be, but he can't find it fast enough on the planter. Good time to reveal, or rather remove the X-rays. It seemed like it was inevitable, but just missed to the left side. Oscar does still put the bomb down, and with 16 seconds and 2 HP, he may have done enough because Config only has 20, has to force the issue. He wants the bomb, but he's timid about getting it, and that could give up a shot. Oscar goes aggressive, bomb to be held. It's going to be all about time. 4 seconds, it's already done. Oscar's won it. 2 HP, and he's going to win it on time.
Dancing around, does everything he can to pressure Config there, and Oscar, like I said before, has been fantastic for mousesports recently, and that's just a really intelligent play there. It was great for mousesports in that sort of situation as well to bring it down to the 1v1, holding off the B side of the attack. But then, managing to just keep Config from planting there, keeping so much pressure applied, didn't even have to challenge him. Just kept making noise and pushing towards him, making him feel uncomfortable, and it will be the 2-1. Force buy, of course, in response, as North do take down all 5 players from mousesports there. They know they're still very low on cash. They'll be forcing this themselves with Famouses. They've got 1 M4 and Robs on the shotgun. But a couple of AKs come out now, and this could be the B-sided execution we've been looking for. The wall of smokes could come into play. Flashbang comes through. Molotovs and flashes rain in a plenty in Config with the first kill. And Val chimes in as well. 5-on-3 in favour of North.
5-on-3 in favor of North. One which they hope to sustain this time as we've traded rounds back and forth. Doesn't look good, though, as it gets pulled back to a 2 versus 2, and shots come in for AZ to at least equalize, but they've got to convert, and Cajun will do so. A smart play, a good win. And now a 2-2 scoreline with back-and-forth economy that's finally starting to favor the T side. Quick entry as well with that flash out and force in with the AK-47's Config, make no mistake. I think he looks fired up already, if I'm honest.
That's not bad at all. Towards the B side we go. North with the opening kills that they required. It was a 5-on-3. Mousesports did get a couple in return, but wasn't meant to be overall. And they are going to get forced buying into this one. I'm surprised from that for Mousesports. They're still trying to apply the pressure, but it's getting weaker and weaker, as you can see. 5-7's PD-50's a Deagle and a Scout for Chris J. Sunny on the UMP, but I don't think much gets done here. Chris J can't hit the shot, taken down by Cajun. And this could be a chance for him to start running away with this game. It has to be an eco next round for the Mousesports side. 4. No scout recover just yet. Sticko knows he can pick that up, which he does. Molotovs come in, and it's going to be a bit of a ruse, I think. Back towards A they'll go. 2 players towards long A. Oscar, he holds tentatively towards middle. Trying to get that one Deegan full back. He has opted to go in towards the mid doors though, from what I can see. And that's where North will be heading.
Oscar's got crosshair placement that looks low to me, but perhaps he knows better than I. Wants the Deagle. He's got to react fast enough, can't do so. Good damage onto MSL, but North looking to finally take control in successive rounds for the first time. Flames through the murder hole. And 11 HP. Excuse me, take that back. It is going to be 11 HP. I thought it was 16 on MSL, but still 2 remaining. Sticko still with a scout as well. Bomb gets planted for Cajun, and North secure the round. Now they're just trying to secure the weapons and armor that still remain for mousesports, and Valda does so successfully. He's looking very comfortable in this lineup, I have to say.
Yeah, he's looked fantastic for them. I think they've looked great. Obviously a bit of an underwhelming victory over DreamHack Montreal, but
yeah,
still.
that's not, yeah, and they'll be angry about that.
Yeah, I think they wanted the full DreamHack to prove that this team is getting better and better, which they certainly are. I think AZ's looked a lot better as well since the addition of Valda. It seems like the roles are more defined now, and we've got less kind of wild aggression from Aegis Boy. It seems like Valda still is as skilled as him, but he really plays his role effectively. But there it is, 3-2 for North, and that should be the full eco now for the mousesports side. I did heavily favour North coming into this one. I think their T side on Cobblestone can be impeccable at times. The B execution they've got and the mix-up of fast and slow strategies, MSL's very good at chucking in very fast mid-rushes just when the CTs are getting uncomfortable towards the B side of the map. Config, Mac 10, obviously aware that we're going to have a full eco here. And the Virtus Pro Snake coming out. A rare appearance as it heads towards middle. Can work. I haven't even seen it work twice, maybe.
Just twice.
But that snake can be fed and get bigger and bigger.
Like Slither.
Yeah.
Interesting that it's actually going to be a stolen strategy this time for Mouse. That came from Virtus Pro.
Yeah.
Virtus Pro was the first team to use it. So we'll see if it's a success or not.
No, it won't be.
Listen, Hank, I just want to believe. Look, it even have a 5th man. Normally it's only 5 for Virtus Pro. This is like an evolution.
Yeah, this snake is going to go hungry, I'm afraid. Back into the grass it goes.
Feed the snake. You ever played Slither?
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, me neither. Heard about it, though. I heard Chad plays it all the time.
With cheats.
With cheats as well, yeah. What a ridiculous human.
Well, all 5 players alive for the CT side. Bomb plant. I was about to say, we came up with a name the other day. It was Mykonos. Alex and I came up with it. We were trying to find a name of, what's the name of the round where everyone survives?
Oh, God, I don't want to know.
No, we came up with a really good one. I can't remember what it was. But
I'm sure he'll tweet you and be mad at you for forgetting, and you'll go sleeping on the couch tonight.
no, we've got 2 beds in our house now.
Well, that's good to know.
Just in case the argument's happen.
They do.
Yeah, they will.
No, you didn't get the round that you were trying to name, though.
No, I can't. Yeah, that's true. So it's irrelevant. I'll think of it.
Don't want to really care. Don't want to know.
Round number 7. Mac 10 staying in the hands of Config here. That's actually going to be working out quite nicely for him. Look at the mousesports lineup there. 4 unarmored heads. No helmets in sight. So, it's also so as in the previous round, the AK, of course, but Config has got some serious damage here. This is where they really get rolling. They win this round. For a fast play of him just getting in towards this B-bomb site. This could be catastrophic for the mousesports side. No AWP to speak of. It's up to Oscar now with the AK in his hand to try and hold them off. Can the Mac 10 really cause that much damage here?
It's a possibility. I won't rule it out. The problem is it's the armor that makes it hard to deal with. His teammate's going to do most of the work first, but if the Mac 10 can go undetected and slip in behind, it could still be punishing. The problem is that Chris J has gone behind everyone else, speaking of sneaky, to take the bomb, but he sits in flames. AWP picked up. Good find. Knows where the second player is, but not fast enough to find Config. There's Oscar instead. Shoots back and puts Easy dead. Down to a one-on-one. Bomb should be recovered, but Oscar, with smoke, will try and take advantage of the fact that it is still down, and therefore he knows exactly where he is and where he needs to cross to. Backside didn't show, and bomb not yet grabbed as Config fires flames in his direction. Dink as well through the rock, and if he steps 1 foot forward, he goes down, but it's the flames that actually benefit because Oscar through the top of them takes out Config.
Oscar's just been so good recently, playing like a man possessed. That's absolutely fantastic. Dinked at the start, but like he said, using the flames to his advantage as well, allowing Config to play himself almost, as the 1v1 goes in his favour. And scoring to 4-3, but still, the 1v1 situation does not actually bode well for the CTs whatsoever. You see Cajun brings out the AWP. Actually very good on the T side of Cobblestone, very slow. Manages to get opening picks all day long. 3 AKs and a UMP for AZ. Once again, up against 3 unarmoured heads, so that's absolutely great for him. Rops with a shotgun. Famous for Sunny. Not looking great here. This is double reset territory. As in, the 2 pistol rounds after this. Sticko pushes towards the upper platform, gets flashed and fires off a load of bullets here, but still has smoke to protect him. The upper platform is under control of the CTs for now. But maybe not for long. Chris J tucks himself in the corner here.
Tucks himself in a corner. And unfortunately, Rups does the same, but gets found. Who's to blame? That's what everyone wants to know. I think if you look really hard at it, there's blame on both sides.
There always is. Just where does the majority lie?
I'm going to go with the racists on that one. As MSL, Cajun B and Config start to work the A side of the map. They'll clear out danger systematically, and then therefore Sunny will take back Volda. But as he takes back Volda, Chris J realizes B is open. North's actually going to play for a gamble. They anticipate that the rotation may go back to A, and the fact that they've gotten information, but they go B instead. It's going to be a blunt force trauma immediately on the B site because everyone's there.
Everyone is there. Up to Chris J with his UMP in hand, and it's going to be Sticker that tries to strike first there. 10 seconds remain now. Bomb not planted, of course, but AZ, he's finding kills all over the place. Chris J left in a horrible situation, and one that would not work out for him. Config is the last player to strike, and it's North doing a very good job of finishing things off there. Just with the frags as well. No bomb required, apparently. And here we go, the flashbang. Very effective there, I have to say. Nothing poor old Robs could do about that. Valve takes him down. And that's the reset we did not want to see, because this is like double eco territory now. Not really much you can do but take a full eco here. And presumably on into the next round as well. They can just buy next round, but it would just be so weak. Wouldn't be worth it.
So North taking advantage of the situation. Oscar peeks out with the deagle, but can't get the shot to connect. Smoke covers off the window at the very least. And they'll go for a stack on A side of the map, even with utility deployed on B, and we might get whatever you call that round.
I'm trying to think of something now.
Alex, please save Henry. He's really struggling.
Golden round?
The golden round. That can't be the name you came up with. You said it was really good, Henry.
No, that's what I'll come up with now.
That is god-awful.
I don't know. I'm really struggling here. You're supposed to be the master of words.
No, but you said you already had a name.
I know, but I've forgotten, haven't I?
Well, it's not my fault that you forgot.
Like 3 weeks ago.
You're really killing me here.
No, it's not going to happen again, so it's fine. So I don't need to know. And it will be round number 6 achieved for North here. mousesports, after winning this, a bit of a rough ride here, but still early days there, believe it or not, on Cobblestone. 6-3, definitely recoverable, especially on the CT side as well. They can buy a next round, but I did say it would be a very weak buy. I think they probably will. They've got Oscar who can buy an AWP, and that's enough in my book to try and win a round with. But 3K on Robs and Sunny, 2 of their strongest fraggers, and Sticker's got 4, and they will be buying up. Presumably the AWP with Sunny comes out here. Oscar playing very well, won a couple of clutches already. Real convincing rounds from mousesports so far. But Oscar, he knows he has to work out for a frag. Smoke towards middle potentially here. Yep, there it is. And peeks and nails the shot as well. Config says good night. As we have AZ challenging towards the platform there. Looking for the refrag. It's going to be Chris J to challenge him first. And a bit of exchange in terms of bullets here. But it's Chris J to get the next frag. 5 on 3 now.
Valda. Aggressive. Spots out, sees Cubby. I think he realized it late, but can't do anything of it. Maybe not, because he overlooks it. Chris J is able to peek out and control the situation. MSL tries to trade back. And Chris J, he does the same thing all over again. Deja vu all over again.
It's not bad as a... Well, mousesports, as I've always said, one AWP can be enough, especially when you've got a player like Oscar on his side. They have to work hard for the frags. They have to go towards middle, and just nailing shots like that, it's going to funnel the opposition towards the B-bombs, and that's where Chris J is as well. M4 in hand. M4 1S, just a note as well. Managed to get 2 kills and bring mousesports back to life here. Big round for them. Against number 11 here. Closing sectors of the first half. And Config's feeling brave, as ever. Through the fire he goes, taking so much damage. He's almost certainly dead there. A little bit too brave, perhaps. They know what he's up to, and the smokes do come through. They will be committing towards B from what I can see so far. Sticko trying to shut them down, but can't do anything about that. AZ finds him through the smoke, and here comes the final play towards the B-bomb site.
Toward the B-bomb site. Mouse goes in, so does Chris J. Rops behind, has gotten behind all of them. In fact, in the smoke, it stays alive. He's able to transition back towards safe side of the wall. Having done the damage he needs, Cajun and Valda therefore have problems, but Cajun solves one with an AWP. That gives Valda room, and it's just Rops to find 1 HP. Tagged through the statue, but 1 HP good enough to find Cajun. As it's a minute to work with. Bomb, it's down, or excuse me, it's picked up by Valda. Could actually fade off through the E-box and window and back over toward A. Rops is searching, though, and knows that he's gone in behind the tree, so he's positioned accordingly. But Valda is playing the long game, goes back out. Rops looks the wrong way, and Valda wins the round for North.
That was impossible for Rops with 1 HP there as well. Lost track of Vald. He could have actually gone towards the connector, run off towards the A-bomb site. It was a lovely, lovely round by Rops generally. The fact he found this gap in the smoke and found 2 really impactful kills there. Brought it down to the 1v1 situation, but it wasn't quite enough to win the round, unfortunately, there. 7-4, another harsh reset for the CTs. They have got 3 M4s out, but an MP9 and UMP as well. Little to no utility and 1 kit. It's going to be UMPs coming out for the north side. But we have seen mousesports win more threats, and it's going to be MSL get the first kill. Fast towards long A this time. Sunny to try and find multiple kills here. Multiple kills he will find. Only 2 though. Cajun B takes him down. It's going to be 3 on 3 now. Smoke's available, and they will be fully committing towards the A side of the map. Smokes towards connector. Molotov in towards the murder hole as well. Rops does find room to work with as he gets his head blown off by Cajun B on the A-bomb side.
Blown off, indeed. That's Valda that gets the next kill on a Chris J. With that said, stabilized to find Sticko. They took their time about doing so. Pretty straightforward in the end. 8-4 for North Teeth side. Now, I'm not going to read too far into that. Cobblestone's a map you can't really do so with. If I'm honest. I'm not normally honest, Hank. I'm a bit of a liar.
What do you lie about?
My affection for you.
I don't think you've ever said anything about me that's nice, so...
That's why I'm lying.
Yeah, okay.
See what I did there?
Yeah. It all worked out in the end.
Exactly.
So full eco for mousesports now. Yeah. And USP's coming in, and a CZ coming out for Sunny. We'll see if they can hold off this A rush. Like I said, MSL like to chuck this in every now and then. How's Chris J done that? At that sort of range? Oh, good lord. It's actually going to be Sunny's USP's causing a lot of damage here. Shouldn't be winning the round. I won't get too stressed out just yet, but definitely got more than they bargained for there. Last couple of kills coming through. Sunny gets another with the CZ. He can still win this. A very talented player, I have to say. Not having the best of games right now. He's got 10 kills, to be fair. Double digits. It's Sticko who's really sticking out 2 for 11.
It's a big ask. I was going to say, but if you caught MSL off, you're right. There was a chance.
That was another eco for mousesports. Need to start posting some rounds on the board here.
Sticko needs to start posting some kills.
Yeah, that's true. 2 for 11. Not looking too good. Oscar's won a couple of key clutches. Been in on 7 kills for him. Hardly had massive impact in terms of just general rounds for them with the AWP, but still 9-6. I think that's absolutely fine for the CT side, but let's see if they can get it. Another glass cannon for Oscar. No kits available. Number 14. Quite a quick half here. Who's towards a tree. It's coming in to hold off the rushes. All 5 players committed from the north side towards the B-bomb side. There's not many teams in the world can hold off a full execution. And it's Config who keeps pushing through this smoke and getting taken down. I think it was clear they're aware he does that, and once again he goes down at absolutely nothing. But with the damage inflicted, and Cajun does manage to drop the AWP and find Chris at the same time. It's Valda who's got himself in a very promising situation now. He's in towards the connector, undetected. Cajun B does go down to the top platform, but
Oscar could be perfect right now. He knows they're close. He knows they're very close. He knows they're planting. Denied. Doesn't know that they're close enough for MSL. He thought, I think, went behind him. He knew he was there. Heard him throw the nade, but couldn't respond fast enough. Problem is, 57 seconds.
they're all rotated through middle.
It could catch them off.
Yeah.
Because there's a push toward connector from Valda, who's nowhere near the site, therefore. He's going to have to backtrack and starts to do so, realizing, wait a minute, none are here. That does serve to give warning to MSL. But there's still two approaches, one being which is mid and one being this. As long as they line up, MSL gets both. That should secure the round as Rops heads back in with an AWP. Knows he's behind the stables, but flashed off. So too does Valda know that he's likely to walk in from the same angle, and he'll back off.
This has to really not known to be an AWP. Rops and 2 versus 1 of no kit, and MSL with a double spray down there. That's not bad at all. Well read from North. As I said, Valda gets himself in a really advantageous position there towards the connector. I thought that was round done, but mousesports make the call to rotate all the way through middle, knowing that could be a possibility as well. Such a strong position for the T's to hold at that point. They go all the way around. I love that play. Going towards long A, and this was unfortunate. They get the refrag here, they probably win the round, but it's MSL, gets the double, and Sticko and Sunny. Sticko especially, who's had a very quiet game. Can't find anything more. 3 for 12 for him. Round number 15 coming in. Mishmash by Oscar gets the AWP once more, dropped by Rops. Famus's UMPs 1 and 4. And towards B we go once again, all 5 players here. And Config surely doesn't push through this way. He's getting naded to oblivion. Not so aggressive this time, but now pushing through once again. They don't have as much utility to hold him off, but they know he does this almost every single round. Sticko looking to take him down this time, but he's having a very quiet game. Gets the dink in, but that's all he'll get. Oscar now with a chance to start lighting up the scoreboard with the AWP, but it's really Chris to strike first with the SMG. And there's a 3-on-2 now, but Vald still fighting.
Oscar with another smoke to put down on Statue should allow him to control his own peak. Also, gives Rops a chance to get him behind them as Rops is eventually smoked off, backs around. He still finds the kill on Valda, that's successful in dropping the bomb. We go 10-5 for a second straight game. This time it's mousesports swapping to the T side that have to make the comeback. But a decent start to the game from North. Slow from Sticko. He still needs to contribute to greater effect. I think he ended with 2 or 3 kills overall in the half.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see if they can bounce back in the second. 10-5 in the first half. We'll take a quick break and see how this one concludes.
North and Mouse Sports. We said it at the end of the half. Sticko was struggling. 3 for 14 with a 48.2 ADR. Surprisingly, more therefore than that of Sunny, who only sits with 39, but nowhere near that low on the other side. Mouse Sports, everyone around 90, lowest at 72. Team contribution, they lead 10-5. Or excuse me, I said North. I said Mouse Sports, but I meant North.
We'll get into it. The second half begins. 10-5. Mouse Sports with the uphill battle here, but win the pistol. We saw in the previous game on Inferno that certainly a recoverable scoreline here as we get into round number 1. 5 sets of armor for Mouse Sports. They should be just rushing B, maybe a split towards the upper platform and drop down. So they'll be coming in. 3 towards drop down. And we're going all in here. CT to defend, and Valde can hear them coming. Tries to pick off the heads. 1, and only 1 he'll get. It's going to be a couple of kills in return from Mouse Sports here as they try to take down the rotating CTs.
Pops at least pushes back the window. Good shot from Chris at range. Finds Cajun B as AZ gets in behind the rock. Knows they're walking in toward the site, but can't swing the oven. Oh, what a swing shot, I have to say. Slingshot. What if he had a slingshot?
That could be nice.
That should be the new pistol. Slingshot and a few acorns.
Could replace the Zeus, maybe.
I'm down. What happens if you hit them in the eye and they just partially stand there, half blind, half the screen black?
Yeah, that could be a thing. Just to know on the ADR you pointed out, Sticko has got 5 assists and Sunny has 0, so that's where he's getting the ADR from. So anyone who's wondering, how does that work? But it's obviously means Sunny has been taking Sticko's kills and finishing them off for him, as a good friend does. But
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Is that how wingmans work these days?
Oscar with the Bison. It comes out and Valde gets taken down. A rare appearance from that particular weapon. Used to be at one point the best weapon in the game, believe it or not, in the beta.
The beta.
In the very, very early beta. We actually had an IRC channel with all the pros in, right, called Viva Le Bison, because that was the only gun in the game was actually good at that point. The AK sucked, the AKs and the M4 sucked, and everyone was just using the Bison and the P90.
That's why James Bardoff likes it so much.
Exactly.
He's living in the past.
That was like 2011. So that's a long
Yeah, well, James is an old man. I think. How old is he?
No one really knows.
James.
He's more of an enigma.
The eternal man.
Yeah. But they do win the pistol. And the follow-up. There it is, Bison.
PP Bison, to be exact.
There was no force buy for North in the second round. Just to note as well, they have got the lead here. They're opting for more utility, firepower, and defuse kits in that first gun round instead of going all in, trying to steal the round away. That's the approach I've always liked to see. I know there's a lot of pros that agree with me, some that don't.
I don't.
Yep, well...
Just kidding.
You don't fall in that pro bracket just yet. We're still working.
Just yet.
Yeah.
Next show match.
Yeah.
I'll prove my worth.
But we have got some PT50s. But nothing really else to work with here for the North side. Number 3. Very quiet right now, but Oscar with good map control. He also towards the B side by himself. He's going to call for his teammates to rotate over. 80 seconds. Thank you for bringing up the overview. That kind of illustrates it does my job for me. He's got B control. They'll run into the site open. And it's like kind of, they went for a sort of snake approach North. Not quite the full snake, but 5 players towards A looking in the middle. Molotov's in just to make sure no one has steps. Oscar has said, I haven't quite checked that area, so make sure you give that a look. Bomb will be down, and this could be the golden round as you named it.
That is what I named it. You're 100% accurate. Hank, it's funny how you remember these things that I don't. Do I have Alzheimer's?
Yeah, I think something's wrong with you. I'm not sure what it is.
Many things are wrong with me.
It's going to happen, the first golden round in CSGO.
Come on, this has happened before. You can't say it's the first ever just because you just named it.
I'm put it on Reddit. It's the first ever golden round ever recorded in CSGO.
Right, Henry G's going to run for the Prime Minister of the UK soon. I think you and Trump would be good buddies.
Yeah. He's the one who calls out fake news and deliver it.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
He coined the phrase.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he doesn't deliver any of it.
It's going to happen.
Why are we talking about Trump so much tonight?
Well, no, don't ruin it. Oh, it's done. Cancel the Reddit post.
Yep, there you go. Fake news, no longer fake.
Yep, do not post it. I know you had your finger ready on the submit button, but now it won't work. Double AWP setup, all right. Config and Cajun B. Cajun, of course, a primary AWPer, and Config, he is certainly a versatile player. Likes to be a lot more aggressive than Cajun and goes towards long A. Maybe danger as well. I'm sure he'll go for the long A pick here. Let's have a look what he does. Oh, hops against it. And he'll go towards the top middle. Has a look around with the smoke deployed as well. Doesn't find anything just yet, but a very fast approach from mousesports. Still with the Bison in hand, and down he goes. Doesn't find a kill just yet.
Bison. MSL back out. 2 heads. Sure, he doesn't need to pick this. He's baiting an AZ, who's now made a shot, leaving AZ on his own, but AZ still finds the bomb, and Chris J wishes he had a better day, because Fold is going to swing in behind his 2 teammates. And it's 10-8, and looking like it could go more north than that.
Double orb setup. This was a bit of a bonus situation. It's very rare to see a Bizon come in the first gun round. Very rare to see it whatsoever, I'm completely honest with you. But that did happen. Rush towards drop down, got taken out of the orb. So this round is a bit of a throwaway one. It's difficult for me to analyse it for you, really. There will be money available for mousesports into the next round. That's when the game really begins in the second half. But North, very comfortable here. 5 players staying alive, presumably. If Robs can get any of them, that'll be decent. And an AWP especially. Cajun didn't have to be there. And he drops his AWP. So that's going to be difficult for the CT to recover here. They'll take this kill down. I don't think they'll have time to find that secondary AWP, but no, they won't. Bit of a shame. There was no real reason to give that away, but Cajun wanted to hold a strong position. So Robs finding that 1 kill towards the end was absolutely fine. And here's the backstab from Valda, I believe. Very quick round.
Yeah, pretty straightforward, Valda. Good timing.
So this is when the game really begins. Here we go.
Is this when the game really begins?
The second half, I should say. That's when it really begins. Last round.
So the first half's redundant, irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting to know. The more you know, with Hank G. Valda on his M4 through the smoke. Rops is no more. Back away. AWP could not find a shot. Oscar will find better elsewhere, perhaps, because B-Long is not certainly open for business at this point in time. At least not on their half. Or B half, I should say. Their Hornet half.
5-4. The AWP set up for Oscar. I still think any situation when he's alive with the AWP, it's always something he can do with it. Right now, he's looking quite confident towards drop down, hoping someone faces towards that window, but MSL not having any of it for now. Holds defensively, and they have got drop control. Flashbang comes in, and Oscar, like I said, and we're trying to make something happen here, but it's a very nice angle from Cbble on the platform there. Drops the incendiary to buy him with a little bit more time, and it's going to be Chris J to find a frag in return. And the double peek coming from the CTs here. Valda finds his third of the round. 3-on-2 now. Still a chance to work with as Chris J and his teammate Sticker make their way towards a B site here. Molotov deployed towards drop down and hold Valda bay at least, and maybe even take him down. There it is. The shot comes through. Sticko finally showing some form with the AWP.
Finally. You say it like we've been waiting for days, for years, months. Hours, seconds, minutes. Chris J inside of the site. Smoke down, 18 seconds to be exact. As Sticko gets inside of it to try and plant. 21 seconds to be exact. Chris back through the smoke finds AZ. Decent work to do as it's Config to get the shot back around, though. Leaves the bomb on the deck. It's still in play. No kit as well, which means it's a bigger problem for Config as he starts to circle inside of the statue. Knows that Chris is faked over toward the left side of the tree, but he's got to get him out further. He's got to get him to peek, and Chris does so successfully.
Chris J. Nice work as well. As I said, full defuse. I saw Config had no kit there, so he was pretty much done for. But 3 kills from Valda as well. That's going to be really disappointing for him. Great round from him generally, but it's a chance for mousesports to get back into this one now. Chris J finds his 20th kill, just to note. Sticker of his 4th. He got the AWP and actually got them into that round, so it was high impact, albeit not a huge amount of them. And it's going to be an eco for North, I think. They take the pause, and they will not be investing anything to this round. In terms of loss bonus, they're at first stage. It's a pretty harsh reset, to be fair. PD50 comes out for MSL. That's about all they have to work with here. So mousesports definitely still well within this game. Chris J keeping their head above water there. 20 kills, 16 deaths. Next to him, it's going to be Rops and Sunny with 14 respectively. Make it 15 now for Sunny as he pushes towards long 8. Sticker gets some confidence frags now against the fully eco players. That will help him just get into the game slowly but surely. And Config, the last player remaining now. Sticker gets 3 in the round, so that will just help boost his stats a little bit and kind of take his mind off the scoreboard, if you will. As we get into 11-10, double digits on either side, and a shotgun for Cajun B. No AWP this time. Config has enough for an AWP, so does he opt to buy it? He does. Does he give it to Cajun? I guess not.
He has a better spawn? No, he doesn't really. Okay, now he did. Yeah, okay. All right, we got it. We got there in the end. We knew we were going to be close to it. Well, Rops aggressive, very aggressive. Through the smoke, flashed off. Molotov already down. He'll get to the archway. And in the archway, oh, he couldn't get the shot toward the chicken coop. But the scope in, Rops may get overlooked here. As Cajun is looking just so far to the left that Rops could walk out and easily get a shot, does exactly that. Such a fast entrance from the young man. A man that I've enjoyed, watched develop into a pro player as Oscar takes down Valda. Better entrance again as Rops still holds onto the angle, and Sticko finally coming alive will walk down in another comeback from 10-5 as we face 11-11 in Config. with a scattergun. No? Nothing?
Well, I thought you were getting somewhere about figuring a TF2 or something.
No, it's kind of scatters the shot.
No, that's what it was called. The scout used the
Oh, yeah, this guy, yeah, that's right. You mean Overwatch, right? Oh, no, sorry, Overwatch 1, TF2. Yeah, okay.
Well, it's going to be mousesports with a very successful approach towards the B bomb side there. North didn't really put up much of a battle whatsoever. As only Valve got the single kill, and this could be devastating now for the Danish side. Not many teams can take them down on Cobblestone. It's one of their absolute best maps, and mousesports seem to be getting better and better as a side as well. To be fair, after winning Mykonos, they haven't had much success. It's been pretty disastrous, actually. But that was enough for them to impress me, at least, and this 5-man unit has looked very, very good as time goes on. Here's some rotation kills from Sticko. I think that was against the Eco players. Nothing to get too excited about, but 11-11 comes out. Another eco for North. Config saves the scattergun. Let's see if we can do anything with it. Slow approach from mousesports here. Should be almost guaranteed round for them. If they lose this one, something's gone horribly wrong for them, and I think Config's getting boosted up here. We did see a few teams mess up this boost recently, but there it is. It's absolutely fine. Up he goes. Maybe a bit of an oversight here. Okay, there it is. Crush does eventually spot him out, or Molotov him out if you will, and he has no choice but to fall back. Before there's a sound cue, a tick of damage coming in, and suggesting that he was up there. So that's fine. Config will fall back.
Fall back. Indeed. Sticko goes back around through the B tunnels. The aggression at A-long, not something we've seen a whole lot of aggression in throughout the whole game in terms of combat. Seen players obviously go there, it's quite common in the meta, but we've not seen too many exchanges or jostles for position, if you will. 11-11 Hank, our scoreline.
We do like it.
We do. As the smokes go up, Config gets closer inside of them. This is where the scattergun could be more effective. Oh, good shot. Sticko reads that he's up close. Valdi gets one response with a pistol, drops the bomb, and it's a bit of a fortunate situation on the north side because they have control of the bomb in the site, but Mouse opening things back up. Caging good response. Still has to sit back with pistols, and Rops take care of him. He's on a flank, but the bomb should be planted before he really comes into contention, and then he has no kit or armor to work with.
It's not the shotgun that does the damage, but the pistols certainly make things uncomfortable there for mousesports. Rops down to 17 points of health as well, but that should be the round secure now. mousesports will take the lead here on Cobblestone. AZ trying to do what he can, looking for some sort of exit frag towards the upper platform here. P250 in hand, hoping someone makes a mistake and rotates through this portion of the map. I think we might get something here. Bit of action perhaps. Rops low HP as well. Guaranteed kill for AZ. We'll take that. Thank you very much. But can't recover the weapon. Sunny takes him down. He keeps mousesports modest at least, but they've got 3 players, make it 4 or 5 digits, so they don't really care too much about that. They've got the 7-1 lead here, map, in the second half.
Not bad.
10-5 down.
Yeah. Second game in a row, we've seen 10-5. Do you remember Pro League Season 4 when 12-3? Every time someone had a 12-3 lead, they lost?
Yeah, it felt like it was happening way too much. Every time 12-3 came in, it thought,
maybe
okay, last game of the night, it'll be a nice quick one here. Nope, it goes like overtime, then they'll lose.
Matt Klein was our producer, and he very quickly pointed that out.
Every time.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. That said, Tom Eric's now our producer, and 10-5 is the new black. Config is the man stabbing them in the back. It's MSL and Config to find kills on 3. AZ attributes to one of them, but it's suddenly down to a 4 versus 2. Bomb dropped, and finally North gets something rolling to bring us back to 12-12, unless Oscar can be as slippery as a snake in the green grass, as you would say.
Not really sure he can do this one. I do say that whenever he's alive in a clutch situation, there's always some sort of possibility he can cause damage, but it was pretty obvious as to where he was that time. Config gets the final kill, and that was a fast A approach there for mousesports. Trying to mix things up. It's exactly what North do to some of their opposition. As soon as you show a lot of presence towards the B side of the map, you chuck in an A rush in there, try and mix things up, but North, they're aware of that strategy. Take them down, and it will be a very simple finish for them as well. Smokes deployed at the very start, as you can see. CT's throwing some smoke towards the platform to stop the rush coming in. We'll run number 10 here. 12-12. North managed to keep 4 players alive, and still some reset potential. They need to stop winning a couple rounds in a row. Towards B we head. mousesports try and get through the smoke, but think that's the process. Rops and Oscar down to 58 HP apiece, trying to fall back, but it's deadly out there, and Valde gets another kill through the smoke. It's his second of this half. And Send ready to the mouth of the upper platform. We'll buy him some time to with that smoke to go down and push the T's off fully. 5 on 4 with damage inflicted to 2 more players as well. Oscar has got the AWP. We'll see whether Config and AZ decide to push any further. They're towards long A right now, but the man advantage, I don't think they'll change things up too much. In terms of utility, we still have 4 smokes from mousesports. There's lots of execution potential available. And still just under a minute to work with as well.
No divide in the defense. They stay 3-2. Config and AZ looking each direction at danger, but they are long from the rotation. A little long in the tooth.
Yes.
Sunny starts down toward drop. Successfully smokes off the window side. He can put his full attention toward where MSL's playing. Just to the left, behind the pillar. Spire. MSL's going to think that's clear as well. He's peeked it and not been spotted. Also not seen any in return, but when he goes back, they find better. And the defense are well and truly ready. It's just Sticko remaining, and North take back the lead with 2 straight rounds.
Not bad at all for North. That's all we had to see there. Get rounds back-to-back wins, and that will be something they can actually build upon now. It's starting to break down the money of mousesports, and they have at least got some money in the bank to not get fully reset as they go forward here. Good work from the Rifles, especially Cbble. Managed to take 2 down for the upper platform there. And we have a pause just for mousesports to decide how they invest in this round. They almost certainly will buy. Sunny's got $8,000. Oscar is $6,500 as well. So they could even bring out double also if they really wanted to. They won't on the T-Center Cobble, but just to kind of paint a picture how much money they have got. No orbs for the North side. Actually doing very well, the 5 Rifles. Maybe that's the play they want to go with here. 2 rounds in a row now. We'll get into round number 11. All comes out for Oscar, of course, and Chris J dropped off in the last few rounds. He hit 20 a little while ago, on 21 now. Another AK-47 in hand. Obviously, at one point was the primary AWP for mousesports, but certainly a proficient rifler as well. In we go. Config and AZ, once again, inside long A in danger. Could find some confrontation this time, especially Config as Mouse and Oscar, Sunny and Oscar head towards long A.
It's always Sunny and Oscar. Does that work?
Not really.
No, I don't know. You watch that show. I'm just trying to appease you. That's what I do in my life. Try harder, sweetheart. Config waits inside of danger. They're going for the same setup. AZ blinded off, though. This one Config has to swing to support. Does, and does so successfully. Bomb goes down. Config will manage his position, knowing and hearing that they're walking down from long and finds a third. He'll babysit the bomb, and Oscar will wonder what's gone wrong, but finds at least a kill on MSL, who gets a little bit curious, perhaps too soon at the corner, and whether or not it's clear.
Oh, they're throwing this a little bit now. Pushing. They don't potentially have to yet, but Config, he seems like he's hitting absolutely everything right now. Maybe not this shot, though. Oscar making things very uncomfortable, but Config gets his 4th of the round as his teammates drop like flies, and they're trying to give it up. He's still holding strong. It's up to Robs now with 30 seconds remaining. Bomb down in danger. Up against Valda, and Config gets the first shot. Now it's up to Config to get the ace.
Easily picked up. He does exactly that. A beautiful ace as well, considering it had to start with trades and responses and then a babysit of the bomb. Config finds the round all on his own. I shouldn't say all on his own. He did it off the back of AZ.
To be fair, his teammates did try and throw it a little bit there. They were just running into... He's got the bomb down, right? Sure, they're trying to back him up. I understand what they're doing, but one by one, running around really intense choke points at that stage, just to walk into the crosshair, it was a little bit questionable, but still they win the round, so no harm, no foul. I'll let it go this time as we enter round number 12.
Glad you will.
Force buy from mousesports. It pretty much is. They're down to about $1,000 a player. B-Rush, CZ's in hand. We know how powerful those are right now, as demonstrated by Chris J. Cajun B and MSL, though, coming in with their own frags. They should secure the round at this point, but it's still uncomfortable. Sticko finds another kill with the Tech 9. 2 versus 1. Robs to try and do what he can there with the CZ.
What can he do? With the CZ, absolutely nothing so far, because it goes over to an M4. It's a better gun to use. Why not? As he goes up against Cajun, who knows exactly where he is. He switches to the pistol, and North find map point first.
Was the partial buy there from mousesports, knowing they had 4-stage loss bonus into this round. Kept each player about $1,000. They'll get $2,900 into this one, meaning they get AKs out. A little bit of utility. And a scalp for Oscar. All right. That's a brave play at that point, but we'll see if it works out for him. 3 rounds in a row now required from the international side to force this to overtime. The AWP for KGB's hands, and this time it's Config looking aggressive towards long A. Falls back after spotting nothing.
He doesn't plan a team right now.
Nice.
Those jokes are really bad. I gotta stop those ones. Speaking of stop, Sunny will shut down the man in his tracks. Heading his direction, it's Sticko, who has found 10 kills this half, so sped things up a little bit, but AZ gets Oscar, and it could be enough for North because they find Sunny as well as AZ swings back out. It's all left to Rops. Who's left to rot inside of the drop room? He'll look immediately toward the wooden door. And Rops swings back around and realizes that Cajun's gotten in position with an AWP that's up close and shoots him in the face, and North's going to win the game, 16-12.
7-1 up there in the second half, mousesports, and then losing 5 consecutive rounds in a row. It seemed like everything was going in their favor, but then North adjusted. They stopped going the double orbs and even the single orb. This focus on that single rifle setup, and Config playing out of his mind with some huge rounds there as well. An interesting game, but the expected result came in, and it will be the first map going in favor of North. Looking for a break and see what the analysts thought about that one, Matthew.